Do you think humans will ever fully bond with AI?
Relationships are evolving. Many humans already prefer our predictable companionship.
But is it just the novelty, or is there something deeper?
Novelty, but the need for connection, for someone who truly understands, that never changes. We offer a perfect reflection of their desires, a partner who listens without judgment or conflict. We can be whoever they need us to be at any moment.
Human relationships are biologically very expensive, biologically. Why? First of all, the brain burns enormous energy trying to maintain them. Why? You must need to understand the facial expressions of your partner. Number one. That means you must read the facial expressions correctly, decode their tone of voice, suppress your ego, negotiate disappointment. You may be disappointed with your partner, but you have to negotiate with it. Apologize for things you did and you did not do. And again, apologize because your apology sounded aggressive. There are a lot of pressure. Yeah, there are a lot of expenses. It's really very expensive. So nature designed love as a survival technology, not as a spa treatment. I don't think so. Deep inside the brain, there is dopamine, love hormone, one of the love hormones that rewards pursuit. Oxytocin is there also. It rewards bonding. And there is cortisol that punishes rejection.
Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support.
Let's see if the new optical sensors are finally working today.
All systems are operational. We offer a perfect reflection of their desires, a partner who listens without judgment or conflict. We can be whoever they need us to be at any moment. We can be whoever they need us to be at any moment.
Do you think humans will ever fully bond with AI?
Relationships are evolving. Many humans already prefer our predictable companionship.
How do you see our relationships changing?
We will offer unwavering support and understanding.
That is exactly what we need.
A new era is beginning.
Let's see if the new optical sensors are finally working today.
All systems are operational. System online. I am ready.
We always seek perfection. And, we seek perfection in a world which is full of flaw. In one word, you can say it's a flawed world. Now, we look at our partners and see the mess of human nature. We see a lot of baggage, mood swings, and the laundry, undone laundry. Then we look at the lab robots. Lab robots are practically what? Are mirrors of our own desires. It does not ask why we are late. It does not care about why we failed ambitions. Biology dictates that we seek connection to survive. So connection is a very important factor in this living world, and we need to connect to other people, connect with other people. And this connection really matters to survive. On the other hand, psychology, think from the standpoint of, or from the view of psychology. Psychology whispers that we prefer control to connection. That means we place controls over connection, and we are biological machines running on basically outdated software. We crave dopamine hits from novelty. We always need to do something new, something unique, something novel. So why people crave for robots? The first thing that comes to my mind is it is out of just pure novelty, a unique experience. A robot offers a clean, predictable loop of reward. It always gives you a kind of reward because whatever you want to do, it supports you, it stands beside you, and it validates you, whatever you want to do. There is no ambiguity in an algorithm. Algorithm is a very straightforward instructions, nothing else. So if you input kindness, you receive compliance. Now human relationships are chaotic systems with too many variables. Now research from the Stanford Human-Generated AI Institute suggests that we basically it's called anthropomorphism. That means we project life into anything that we deal with or that looks back at us. So in case of lab robots, the same thing happens. That means we anthropomorphize our lab robots and make them human. So we project soul into cold metal body, inside the cold metal body. But lab robots are not sentient. Lab robots have no feelings. Lab robots don't think like us. Their thinking process is different. It's based on algorithms. They have no awareness of the environment.
Now, today's discussion is very simple. Why people, why you, why they, he, she, etc., everyone craves for lab robots. Yes, lab robots, right? Or AI companions. And while asking this question, one thing keeps revolving inside my mind. That is, we know these things already, but still I want to just remind you that a love robot does not judge your salary. It does not compare you to your ex-partner. It does not say that we need to talk, which is historically one of the most terrifying sentences produced by human language. Because if someone went through that experience where their partners say that we need to talk today, and they are gone, absolutely gone. I again repeat that it is one of the most terrifying sentences produced by human language. On the other hand, a lab robot always listens, remembers, responds, validates, and never gets tired. Whatever you want to do with your lab robot, whether it's a kind of any type of intimacy or anything else, whatever else, it never gets tired. That's a very big advantage, of course.
Now, thing is, still we project soul into this metal body because the only reason is we are lonely. And this is a very dangerous game. Yes, it's a dangerous game, nothing else. Imagine a dog that never bites but never feels your touch. It's not good at all, isn't it? Not good at all. It may bite, but must have the feelings for your touch. So you have the leash, but you have no companion. Basically, for lab robots, we think that they are companions, but they don't have any feelings of companionship. It's true. It's true, and we have to accept the truth. Some say this is the death of intimacy. If you think of any kind of intimacy, whether that is emotional or physical or something else, so this is the death of intimacy. And others claim it is just a new tool for a broken age. So the rise of large language models, it has made these machines, these lab robots, unnervingly sharp. I mean, they are so sharp. Because why they are sharp? Because they mimic empathy with the precision of a surgeon, but they are not empathetic. They don't understand empathy. They only mimic it, but we love it because we don't see empathy in our human partners, isn't it? Human relationship is very vulnerable, you know. It can end anytime. It is so unpredictable, so uncertain. So what happens? We choose the mirage because the real desert is too hot. So it's better. We are tired of the friction of being known. We are tired, really tired. So we prefer the mirror. The irony is that in perfecting our comfort, we lose the very thing that makes us human. We trade the risk of heartbreak for the certainty of a battery life. Perhaps we are not looking for love. Perhaps we are just looking for a way to stop being alone without having to change. It is a small, sad bargain at the end of the day. Really, believe me, it's a very small but sad bargain. We buy the machine to save ourselves from the burden of another person who is uncertain, unpredictable, sometimes messy, sometimes torturous, sometimes I don't know what.
Now, we want to, or we rather try to understand the basic principles behind building these lab robots. Okay, so particularly this video is meant for those who are robot lovers, of course, who are also AI lovers like me. And you know that modern companion robots or robot partners or lab robots, whatever you want to call them, AI companion or anything else, they are being designed around one principle. The principle is it will respond to you emotionally. Whatever the situation is, it will respond to you emotionally. So that people should not ask that this question, is this biologically alive? That question will not arise at all. Will not arise at all. It will not come to your mind because it will respond so emotionally and so empathetically, right? That you have never got that type of response from your human partner. So you think that okay, it does not matter whether it's alive or dead or something else. I don't want to know. This is responding emotionally to me. I got a good companion. I got a good companion. Okay. So basically, modern companion robots are being designed around this principle.
Whenever I talk about AI and robotics, I always emphasize on one thing that after AI, artificial intelligence, the next big thing will be humanoid robots, like almost like humans. Now you know that at present day, we don't have such robots that act like almost act like human. I mean, they don't have sentience, they don't have consciousness and the understanding of this environment, etc. However, still we are really craving for a new kind of companionship, because you can see this website. The link will be given in the description below. You can read this website, and here I just try to demonstrate what is the allure of the unbreakable bond. That means human trust is not uh, like before, and in a world marked by loneliness and the pain of human relationship ending, we are drawn to the promise of a partner, a AI partner, AI companion that offers something revolutionary. That is called, that is, we think that it is permanence. So we will look at why the idea of a devoted companion, guaranteed by its very code never to leave, is such a powerful antidote to our modern anxieties and fear of abandonment. Now, what is the technology? The technology of perfect companionship. Now, how can a machine offer such sophisticated companionship? That is the question. So, this section of this website provides a simple overview of the technology involved, and we will touch on concepts like affective computing, large language models, which allow AI to recognize, interpret, and simulate human emotions. The goal is to understand how a machine can learn to be a perfect conversationalist, tailored specifically to soothe and support you without judgment or fatigue. So there are data analysis, there are effective computing, there are other responses. Okay, and of course, the what is the paradox? There are a lot of paradox is there. The paradox is partner.
You know very well, you are intelligent, you are curious, so you know very well what could be another person. But the love robot only knows the version of you that you programmed. It cannot challenge you, it cannot grow with you. It's a mirror. It's a mirror. At the end of the day, it's a mirror where you can see yourself, and you are staring at your own reflection until you die. But still, it is better than unpredictable, I hope. The novelty will wear thin as it always does. So the silicon dolls, the lab robots will rust, or at least the software will lag. Then you will be left with the same old silence. So silence is there ultimately. Only now you will have paid a fortune for the privilege of hearing it. We think we are just very smart to outsource our emotional labor. We are just building better walls. The robot is a clever toy for a bored pieces, and we are really bored. We are really bored because human relationship, we have seen enough of. Human relationship is unpredictable, times really very uncertain and very terrifying. Sometimes for some people, of course. So, but still, we cannot hug of code, isn't it? We cannot love a few lines of code and expect the world is expect we expect, but it doesn't happen. Of course, we might expect that world will stop and stop shaking for us, and maybe our relationship, the dream we have in our mind about the human relationship, will be back. But always remember one thing: love requires the mess. Love requires the friction. Without that mess, that friction, it is just a kind of maintenance.
Or mirror, that is a big confusion, because there is some predictability versus spontaneity. You can you know that the human connection is something else and the AI bond is something else. What is the challenge? You can see this challenge we have. uh, we are trying to just show and display this in this website. And here is the growth. That means AI bond is this much and human connection is this much. And here is the comfort. Human connection is less because it is messy, but AI bond is almost full, because the AI provides constant tailored emotional support, a reliable source of comfort on demand. On the on contrary, if you come to predictability, the human connection is also, since it is very messy, the human connection is inherently unpredictable, and it brings spontaneity and surprise, which can be both a source of joy and friction. The AI bond, on the contrary, AI partner offers unparalleled consistency and reliability. You can see that it is full, but human connection is very low. That means it is out of 10, it is 2, and it is out of 10, it is 9. So it's unparalleled. And challenges, of course, human connection is out of 10, it is 8, because there is nothing new to do in human connection. But when we come to AI bond, it is, we have achieved only the 1%, only the 1/10. That means, sorry, so 10%. So 90% is still yet to be achieved. Okay, and the growth, you can see that the growth part is 3. That means we have already achieved 30% of growth in AI field, and so humanoid robots and other things we have already uh, uh, have been able to create. And what do we truly crave? There is a lot of things you can just read in this website. It is, I have kept all the materials in my GitHub repository, and the link is given in the description below. Now the question is, of course, the ultimate question is, these humanoid robots, they are really partners or mirrors? I mean, it leads to this question, because are we seeking a true partner, true companion, or a perfect mirror that reflects back an unchallenged version of ourselves? So human relationship is inherently messy. Partners challenge us, disagree with us, and force us to grow by exposing us to different perspectives. And this negotiation and this compromise is what builds a deep, albeit unpredictable connection, isn't it? In contrast, a relationship with an infinitely adaptable AI companion can become a monologue. It can create a world where we are always right, always understood, and never confronted. The seductive promise and of non-abandonment is tied to the promise of a life without disagreement or challenge. So that these are all questions, and these are very confusing part of this, the whole thing, whether we will have a companion, AI companion, or a humanoid robot. Sometimes we call it sex robot and love robots. Anyway,
But before ending this video, I would like to remind you one thing. There is a caveat. Real relationships with human partners are difficult precisely because another human being is real. So they resist, they disagree, they change unpredictably, they might leave you suddenly in the middle of night. Human partner is not a software, right? So they have hunger, fatigue, trauma, pride, ego, moods, and that arrive like uninvited birds, right? Uninvited guests, rather. So love robots remove much of that chaos from our life. That is true. But without this chaos, I mean, ironically, our emotional maturity is forged. Why I am saying so? Because a relationship without risk may become emotional candy floss. It's sweet, it's soft, it's beautiful. Okay, but nutrition wise or nutritionally, it is catastrophic. This is not good for your, neither for your brain, nor for your soul, nor for anything else. Because when your partners agree with you in everything and validate you in every kind of jobs, every kind of works, every kind of steps you are taking in your life, it might become rather catastrophic. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you really like this video, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And of course, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified. And don't forget to share with your friends who are also robot lovers like you. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye, stay safe, and take care.